I'm sorry it came to this, Grace. It's clear what your friend meant to you.
How could that happen? Hecate said it wasn't part of the reliquary, so how...
It was an attack. On you. Grace, is that how Calliope died? Was she also attacked by the Furies? Do you remember?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
No doubt sent by the same person. Perhaps for the same reason.
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
No one does, not these days. Hecate herself would have been my guess. Zeus might have, in his role as king of old Olympus, but he is long gone.
Clearly someone can do it.
Unless they weren't summoned. They could have been responding to something you did unwittingly, something Calliope also did. And what that could be? I'm afraid I have no clue.
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
There's only one use for that mirror, to speak to the Fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The Fates know all that is or will be. Destiny is theirs to command, or so it's said. One contacts them either to know one's fate, or to change it. Not that the Fates are likely to oblige.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the Fates.
Well, there is another way to ask them.
I wondered how long that would take. Hecate is enraged. She's threatened to close off the reliquary entirely and forever. Athena is beside herself.
How long have you been standing there?
Long enough. You just had to keep pushing, didn't you? Until you got what you wanted.
This isn't about me. We're out of options, Apollo, and you know there's only one other way to contact the Fates.
Oh, how convenient.
Why are you here, Apollo? You made it clear I was on my own.
Well, you're not on your own, are you? You have the selfless Persephone to guide you.
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The Fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But that's not why you originally agreed to help me?
No, that's not why.
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and, overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
So if we go to Hades and, find your throne, how much trouble would that get us into, exactly?
A great deal.
It's not as if Athena could execute Grace a second time.
But she's already been warned about breaking more rules.
The responsibility of this will be mine. Let Athena try to take my throne again.
Is there really no other way to talk to these Fates? Do we have to take the nuclear option?
Do you want to try going back to the reliquary?
No. No, hell no.
The only other person with a direct connection to the Fates is Apollo here.
You know it doesn't work like that.
Then it's the throne or nothing, isn't it?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. Then why did you come, Apollo? To gloat? To wish Grace well? Or to actually help? Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the Fates. It's simple.
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it, I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a backbone looks like.
I can't. I'm sorry, but this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
Wait, what? You said Hades was empty.
Your friend may, in fact, be the first new soul to enter its halls in many years.
And thus could leave it. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
Shall I wait here, or...?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace, and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
Come on, Hermes. How much trouble would you be in, really? What's Athena gonna do? Leave Olympus? Get her own dry cleaning? She needs you more than you need her.
Yeah, but Athena works so hard, and it's always for everyone else.
Sounds like someone else I know. Isn't there anything that you want, Hermes?
Oh. What I want is the truth.
Here's the truth. The favor's for me. If I don't go to Hades now, I'll never find out who killed Calliope.
And then Grace will be executed.
Okay. Signal when you need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go. Welcome to the real underworld.
Wow. It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile. I fully expect he'll be waiting for us.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really? Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see, and with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours?
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come, it's time to cross the Styx. The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination. I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Caron, I did not bring you any cards. I am not here to entertain you.
My name is Grace, also known as... Grace. I'm here to, help Persephone regain her throne.
Why else? Did you assume I went on holiday? I'm glad you think so, but I wasn't relaxing, and I'm certainly not about to start. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Caron. Stop asking.
Has he, always been like this?
Once he was as grim as the grave itself. Time has clearly eroded his gravitas. And it appears I'll have to find Cerberus as he's gotten himself lost. Wonderful. Let's get underway, Caron. It's a long ride to the throne room. I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story, every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone
for Freddie, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me. A child in a garden, a prize for a king, property, bound and gagged with silver and satin. I gutted a god. This hell is mine. Won't let it be forgotten.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Someone's
I didn't belong
a
here,
wolf is waiting in the
but
tree.
that throne belongs to
Someone's
me.
coming.
No one deserves
I
it
can feel them howling at the
more
moon.
than I.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can
an
bet he
enemy.
knows someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, I've been. What happened to the music?
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Betty. Welcome to my underworld. Let me treat you to a song, a welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, 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 loop it. Do, do, do. I didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it. Then Eurydice was gone. And Persephone, you stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge. My pain never ends. I see you now. Persephone won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
I beg your pardon. I wanna behave properly. It's not your song. You better stay open. She's a friend and a god.
The throne is for me. I won't let it be forgotten.
Persephone, your part in this will never be forgotten.
The throne was stolen after I murdered the king. You should be grateful and thank me for everything. And yet you scream like a boy. You kick the ground. I was a slave.
Eurydice is gone because you did nothing.
Orpheus, there was nothing I could do.
I saw your whispers, poison behind your king.
Wasn't me.
If I cannot have my revenge, you're the next best
still be humming.
Oh, I rather doubt that.
Doesn't make it any less true.
Am I the one on trial now?
I'm an immortal. I'm not a dead bard. Honestly, I'm here to rule. This role isn't open. Your queen has returned.
Your Majesty won't let this man be forgotten.
Orpheus, you'll never be forgotten.
That throne doesn't belong to you, and you know it.
If I didn't do what I was told, I'd be dragged across the palace floor. Hades can't hurt us anymore. But Eurydice still gone. For what it's worth, you've my apology. But I assure you, nothing more. For deep down you know that there's no revenge.
The pain never ends.
The pain never ends.
There's no revenge.
This was never gonna end the way you wanted to. And I won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
I had forgotten how sweet a melody could be. Such thoughts become clouded in this place. Forgive me, my lady of the night.
An empty chair for an empty kingdom.
Don't tell me you've decided you don't want it, after everything we went through to get it.
It's not that.
Then what? This is what you've craved ever since the chorus stripped it from you. Take your victory lap.
I like the way you think, truly. I can only hope that somewhere Hades can see me, sitting on his chair.
I'm guessing now's when you break the bad news, am I right?
You knew?
I suspected. Now I know. I'd still like to hear it, though.
I lied. Even if we could find Freddie, you couldn't bring her back. The laws of death are not so easily circumvented.
And the fates?
They will not help you or anyone. Even if you could speak to them, they will not care. And never have.
I suspected as much. I mean, if it was so easy, why didn't Orpheus bring back Eurydice?
Indeed.
Was this your plan the entire time? Right from when you first offered to help me?
I hoped. So, in part, yes.
I should have realized it sooner, before we even came here. I guess neither of us is as smart as we think we are.
Grace,
But it all worked out, right? You got what you came for, and I got exactly nothing. just like you planned.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet, you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Hey.
Freddie, you're here.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
You shouldn't even have been there. I never should have gotten you involved.
Hey, no. You didn't get me involved. I got myself involved.
Yeah, and look what happened.
I got to be the hero of the story. Just for one shining moment. How cool is that?
This isn't a story, Fred.
Huh? You're wrong. It is a story. And you need to finish it. Without me. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you that? No. I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy. Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. to you.
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
I don't believe that. Athena's got tunnel vision. She must be wrong.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Athena's gonna pay for this. She will pay.
She wanted to save the idols. And I wanted that too.
You weren't about to kill anyone to get it. I have to go back. And I have no idea what will happen. None of this seems real.
So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go. I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Will I know where to go without you to guide the way across the storming seas? I've had a compass bright and clear. Listen to me when I say, whatever path from which you think you strayed, you will find your way. But it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I. I was not prepared to die, but grace, I choose this, and I know you'll get by. It's time. So many years of history, the fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddie, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
You've returned. And I see Freddie isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy, how you warned her, how you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Is there more you haven't told me? Did you know about the Furies as well?
No. I didn't know how Calliope died.
But you knew Athena was behind it.
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
Then it's done. You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at. I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
Then I'll just have to stop her, won't I?
You want to challenge the leader of the chorus in front of everyone.
She isn't giving me much of a choice.
Well, I dare say she has more of a fight in store for her than she would ever expect.
Is that a vote of confidence?
I intend to keep my promise. We go to the trial and I'll help you, even if it means overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
But what about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great. Pan? Are you here? Pan! All right then. Guess I'll just head off.
I thought you didn't want to see me anymore. You're not here to yell at me, are you?
Is that a problem? Is the mighty Pan too sensitive to withstand a little yelling?
It's less the mighty Pan and more the naughty Pan. Perhaps even the delightful Pan?
Bah! That's right! Bah!
Ah, you've learned something. Something not altogether pleasant, I'm guessing. Tell you what, Grace. Let's indulge in one last transaction. Relay what you've learned, and I'll see if I've any advice to offer.
I really shouldn't. With the trial so soon.
And who knows what part I'm to play in it, yes? Well, not necessarily in your defense.
That's not what I...
Of course it is, Grace. No need to be coy. You've every reason not to trust me, after all. Whatever comes, Grace, I do hope it works out for you. I want you to know that.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, Oracle. Please don't get involved.
Oh, I am involved. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I live here, and Paul is my friend. Look, I'm not stupid. I don't buy into this god crap, but I know Paul and the rest of you are not on the right side of normal. Even so, Paul is a good guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to talk to you.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I know how Persephone feels. But not you. You'd have every right to be furious with me.
Of all the people who've lied to me lately, I least expected it from you.
It made so much sense at the time, but now it's almost a relief to have it out in the open. When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. Help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
I haven't given up, prophecy or no prophecy. Neither should you.
You're right. I know you're right. I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
There's nothing to forgive, Apollo. You did what you could for a friend. You didn't owe me anything.
I guess all that remains is the trial. Whatever happens, Grace, I'll be standing right there by you.
Thank you.
It's been difficult, looking at you and knowing a part of her was inside you. At first, when I thought you might have actually killed her, I was enraged. But I'm the one I should be angry at. I drove Calliope away. I wasted all that time being stubborn. And now she's gone.
Self-pity from the great Persephone. That's a new look.
How dare you? This isn't self-pity, it's... Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I should be angry at Calliope instead, for leaving. I don't know if I can do this. Us.
That's the first time you've admitted there even is an us.
I keep wondering, do I like you because of you, or because Calliope is a part of you? As you gain her memories, will you become more and more like her? Will you think of me as she did? You deserve more than that, Grace. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted no part of it.
And what if I still want this? Us? What then?
I'd say you were a glutton for punishment. Is it any easier out there? Do you miss being immortal, Grace?
Eventually I will. I'll always wonder what I might have become.
I never gave it a second thought before. Now I wonder.
So this is it. All your new friends have lied to you, but somehow they're gonna get you through the trial, right? I wish Freddy were here.
Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, not a breeze. I am drifting cold waters, no star to be seen. I'll embrace the fire as it burns deep inside, bright enough to guide me, an ocean defied. But as I burn, they've all turned away one by one. In the end, am I alone? Like a boat lost at sea, with no sails, no breeze. I am drifting cold water, no star to be seen. In your heart we remain. You do not sail in vain. In my heart you'll remain. I do not sail in vain.
Okay, here we go. Hello?
Oh, Grace, there you are. Everyone is already waiting for you on Olympus.
Care to explain how this is supposed to work? I don't exactly have an itinerary.
How this works is, you follow us. Welcome to Old Olympus, dear.
Is this a real place?
It's the memory of a real place, which for us is the same thing. Let's begin, shall we? Brothers, sisters, everyone, look around you. We few who remain fled to this new land to escape the war, but we are not out of danger. I waited to tell you until I was certain, and now I am. The idols are dying. It will not be long before even our immortality deserts us. The time for extreme measures has arrived.
Extreme measures, such as murder. Would you sacrifice idols to save them, Athena? Seems counterproductive, doesn't it?
It is not unknown for a physician to cut off a limb in order to save the patient.
Oh, that's what you are? The heroic doctor, out to heal the poor, sick idols?
I am trying to save us! I will do anything and everything in my power and beyond to save us from extinction.
You'll do anything? Tell them. Let them know what that anything includes. Tell them about the prophecy Apollo gave you, and how you've interpreted it. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives. Isn't that how it goes?
It's true.
You summoned the Furies and sent them after Calliope. But you didn't count on her getting away and running to me, did you? She passed her Eidolon on to me, and now you were stuck.
I will not stand for this.
Yes, you will. This started as my trial, but now it's yours. Tell them.
Yes, it's me. It's me. Of course, it's me. The one who gets it done. Don't you see? It had to be. You all turn away when I got the fish. Then you cry hooray once it's on the dish. That's how we do this. Yes, we. Yes, you and me. I have always cared for you. I'll always do all these things for you. All these things that you are not prepared to do.
You say you care, Athena, look around. The way you care grinds these idols down. From up above, you played your puppet show. You called it love. Athena, did you know you're turning them to ghosts?
Sorry, little bird, time to bring your neck.
Lost little girls, seems like a theme here. I grabbed the brass ring, but then what to do? A great shiny throne, but still in the darkness. Kill her today, and Athena, that's you too.
Of course you would make it all about you.
Still, Athena, I'm glad you were here to see how someone grew.
None of you see. So it's down to me. It's fine. I'll take all the blame. I'll take all the pain. Think you see it all? You just see a scrap. You wanna make the call. You need to hold the map. You cloistered children. It's time for you and all who stand with you. Yes, you too. Form a queue. Time to follow through.
This lost little girl, she's got a few tricks now. She's taken some punches, she's made some friends.
Here's 3 more little friends. Meet the Fury.
Yeah, we've met. Nice to see you.
Oh, that's a brave face. We all know how this ends.
Such cute pets. I'll take the
We
set.
all know how this ends.
to stand here too. I really need to. Please do accept my apology. I was so low, I nearly withdrew. Now I'm here because she inspired me.
Of course, it's me. Because of me, this prophecy would come to be. My Olympus is gone, and you're all looking on at a stranger wearing my face. My Olympus is gone. Now I'm some other one. Just how long has she been in place? You can talk about your journey, honey, I don't care. The only thing that matters is you put yourself there. There was a voice in me that shouted, Athena, you be strong. Be strong. No cost is great enough. It was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong, and now I don't know what the right thing is. I leave it up to you what to do with this. That's for me. And this, Calliope. Now we're done. Say bye to everyone. You're off to take a new exciting role in some dark hole. There you go. Now it's yours to drive. Let's see how long you stay alive. Are you finished? You've been talking forever.
We're done, yes.
And? So you're in charge now, I'm guessing.
For the moment. But this is one throne I won't be holding on to for long.
What does that mean?
It means we are disbanding the chorus. Not only that, we have decided to reveal ourselves to the mortal world.
You're planning to tell everyone what we really are? Isn't that risky?
It won't be right away, so those who are too fearful can go into hiding. But it's time. No more laws, no more secrets.
I have a few thoughts as to how you could go about revealing yourselves.
Oh?
If there's time, we could prepare a campaign.
A campaign? You make it sound like preparing for battle.
It is, kinda. The idols would be stars before you know it. If you're famous enough, there's only so much that can be done to you.
Now that is a marvelous idea indeed. I'd like a moment alone with Grace. Well, you did it, Grace. The trial has come and gone, and you're still standing.
Was there ever any doubt?
Is that a serious question?
Okay, maybe there was a little doubt. How about that last song, though?
I can't say I ever imagined Athena would be defeated by a peppy musical number.
Why not? Worked on you, didn't it?
When we last spoke, you told me you wanted things to continue between us. Now that things are finally resolved, I understand if you feel differently.
I want the lying to stop. No more hiding things. No more betrayals.
Well, then how will you know it's really me?
I'm serious.
All right. Done.
Then I can safely say, I don't feel any differently.
Ready to go out and face the music, Grace?
Always. Of course you're both here. In my apartment. Why wouldn't you be?
We were waiting for you.
How does it feel to be the idol spokesperson appearing on every newscast, reputable and otherwise?
I'm exhausted.
The Oracle has been keenly following your progress. She records every appearance, every interview. She may be your biggest fan.
The way she talks, you'd think she never doubted who you were.
Well, at least she's been of great help to your online campaign.
Everyone here has also been busy. Would you like to hear the latest?
Is there any word yet on Aphrodite and Eros? They left the city a while ago.
Eros sent word, yes. Aphrodite has started a spiritual retreat in the mountains?
Let's call it a cult.
Whatever it is, he says it's been helping her. Being the goddess of love to the world once more has at last brought her peace.
I thought for sure they'd go into hiding. Aphrodite fears mortals more than any other idol, doesn't she?
Hence why she surrounded herself with only those who shower her with adoration.
As I recall, sister, you also headed several cults across the centuries.
The Eleusinian mysteries weren't about shoring up my ego, Apollo.
What about Venus? Did she go with them?
The mortal? I don't believe so. Last I heard, she opened a gallery. Aphrodite's become her patron.
Venus has painted most of the idols. I sat for her last week, in fact. It's made her rather successful.
What about Hecate and Asterion? Are they still at the reliquary?
Hecate leave the reliquary? I'd sooner believe the sun would go out.
It doesn't hurt that they seem enraptured with each other's company.
Asterion is all Hecate is willing to discuss. Do I need to know every detail of his sexual prowess? I do not.
Didn't Hecate say it is written that she and the Minotaur would eventually break up?
Well, eventually, for Hecate could be centuries from now.
In the meantime, she gushes about her new boyfriend like a schoolgirl.
You should hear Asterion, then. His gushing puts hers to shame. I'm happy for them both.
And Medusa? I take it she's no longer at the reliquary.
She was. For a few months.
There was an incident involving Hecate's new cat.
Oh no!
Medusa was beside herself with apologies, but needless to say, she moved on rather quickly. We're not certain where.
Meaning what? Medusa is roaming the streets? Doing whatever she likes?
Not quite.
Medusa believed she might not be able to control her, appetite, so she asked us to put her in contact with the mortal government. They took her somewhere. It was her decision. The government is grateful. They even suggested we might see Hephaestus again.
Aphrodite's husband? He's alive?
So it appears. Who knows what he's been doing for the mortals since the war, but it would raise all our spirits to see him again.
Has anyone heard about Athena? It's been a while.
I was having her followed for a time. After the idols went public, however, she vanished off the map completely.
You had Athena followed?
Well, you're far more trusting than I, brother. We can't count on Athena laying low forever now that the song is over. Last I heard, she was heading back to the old country, on a ship like it was the 19th century. Why, I have no idea.
If I had to guess, I imagine she went in search of Zeus.
Whoa. Could he even be found?
If Zeus is out there, Athena will find him. If she does, I guarantee we haven't seen the last of her.
Is Hermes still around? I'm surprised they're not here with the rest of you.
Well, we've barely seen them of late.
Hermes has been busy. They've become a social media darling, or so the Oracle tells me.
The truly amusing part is that they're not even trying to be famous. They simply can't help it.
Hermes likes to people please, it's true.
Hopefully it won't backfire on them. Fame is a double-edged sword.
Hermes lives a charmed life, never fear.
Well, it's odd seeing their face on so many billboards, but I agree. Let Hermes have their fun.
What about Pan? I haven't seen him since the trial.
No one's seen him.
Should we be worried? It is Pan, and what he does will reflect on us all.
Pan is harmless.
Mostly harmless.
As far as I can tell, he did regret his involvement in Calliope's death. He'll lay low, at least for a time.
He'll be back with some new scheme to make us all groan.
You're not wrong.
I'd like to know what you've been up to, Persephone.
I've been thinking about selling the club, actually.
The underworld, really?
I have the real thing, after all. I don't need a substitute.
Plus, she's been busy helping all the idols remaining at Olympus. Quite unexpected.
Why is it unexpected? I was the last leader of the chorus. This is my responsibility. Also, I wanted to free up some of my time. For you, Grace.
For me?
You've been on the road single-handedly keeping the idols afloat. I thought you could use some company.
If I didn't know better, I'd say somebody misses me.
Don't be ridiculous. I'd simply like to try something new. Fine. I do miss you. A little.
I still can't believe it's all over.
Oh, it's scarcely over, Grace. Now that you've toppled the castle, it's barely just begun.
Oh, I didn't do that.
On the contrary, you absolutely did.
Perhaps we should leave you alone, Grace. You must be tired from your trip.
Perhaps a round of drinks at the underworld, in Calliope's honor.
I'd like that, actually.
Apollo, perhaps we could meet you there?
Yeah, of course. I'll go on ahead.
I have something I'd like to say.
Oh, yeah?
Moving forward often comes with heartbreak, leaving the fears you nested in. Take your broken pieces and assemble a life that you are proud to live. We fought for retribution, you and I. I'm queen of the underworld, but you, Grace. I've regained more than I could hope for. In your name, I will lead the dead. The scars I have